Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're heading to the west end of Toronto and we're going to pay a visit to Dundas West station of the TTC, as well as its neighbor, Bloor GO Station. With subways, regional rail, streetcars, and local buses all serving these two connected stations, Dundas West and Bloor are fast becoming one of the most significant transit hubs of Toronto besides Union Station, serving around 30,000 customers daily combined. Let's go check it out. Thanks to Rob, Neil, and Philippe for becoming our newest patrons. We really appreciate your support. For a somewhat surprising move, we're actually going to first check out Bloor Station, as unfortunately for Dundas West, the Go and Up station is the more interesting of the two. Walking over to the main station entrance on Bloor, and we're already captivated by trains running overhead on the overpass, as well as all the beautiful street art that decorate the walls below. Numerous signs point to the station entrance and signaling the fact that it has both the Kitchener line and Up Express service, serving customers traveling to different locations including downtown Toronto, Brampton, Kitchener, and Toronto Pearson International Airport. Heading into the station, and we're immediately greeted by the grand hall that is Bloor Station. The tall ceilings are decorated with beautiful wood and glass finishings, and the concrete flooring and walls give the station building a very modern but welcoming vibe. Here you'll be able to find a ticketing booth, a timetable for all the different trains, as well as the two staircases that head to the two different platforms at this station. This first staircase leads us up to the Western Island platform. Since Up service was added as part of the Georgetown South expansion, the platforms have quite a unique layout, with the higher platforms used by the Up service directly adjacent to the pre-existing lower platforms for the Kitchener line. Before the expansion, the station has two side platforms that were used only by the Kitchener line. Now, both platforms have been converted into combined platforms for the Up Express, and the station currently has one island platform and one side platform, with the other side of the eastern platform currently unused until the planned fourth track is put in place for the corridor. The platform is simple but nicely decorated, with lots of signs and timetables to indicate the platform where the train is coming from. On the west side, you can also sometimes catch Milton Line trains blazing past the station. There has been talk about adding a stop at this station, but so far there isn't a ridership to warrant this. Before the Up Express was added here, Bloor Station was only used by about 300 passengers per day, but now the station has about 1,000 riders daily, and it now boasts platforms that are among the longest in the whole country. Also worth mentioning is that Bloor is one of the few stations where there's no parking for cars at all, as the station is served well by public transit already. Walking down this platform, we get to this alcove where a shelter can be found. This is also where you can find the stairs and elevators downstairs to the underground concourse. Here, you can then walk to the opposite side platform. The walls and floors of the concourse is bare and clean, and a few signs lead the way to your destination, along with helpful Presto machines for you to purchase your fare prior to getting onto the platform. The side platform is similar to the island platform, but it is here where another important connection can be made. The West Toronto Rail Path, a 2-kilometer multi-use asphalt path, is located right here. This is an old Canadian Pacific right-of-way that was converted about a decade ago, and in the future it'll hopefully extend all the way to Union Station. Following the path further, you'll find a Wallace Avenue pedestrian bridge, arguably one of the best places for railfanning in the whole city, as agreed upon by the numerous parents that brought their kids here for the trains in the short while I was here. We're now gonna head over to Dundas West, the TTC station of this transit hub, which is currently a few minutes walk away on city streets. Opened in 1966, Dundas West was a part of the original portion of the Bloor Danforth line, and it consists of the subway service, a streetcar loop, and a bus terminal. Since it is quite old, the station is really nothing special, with a lot of different parts looking quite dated, and the roof of the station building under construction. The one unique part about the station though is the full-serve McDonald's built right into the station, which, despite its slightly longer wait times, is a great place to stop for an ice cream cone on a hot summer day. The entrance of the station also serves as the concourse, with a collector's booth and fare gates right here, allowing you to access the connected streetcar and bus terminal very quickly. Let's head over there first. The bus and streetcar terminal is a long covered section of the station, with numerous bus bays and 2 separate streetcar platforms that serve 5 bus routes and 2 streetcar routes. Currently, the middle streetcar platform and tracks are unfortunately closed under construction, and the only route actually with streetcars running on it is the 504 King route, as the 505 Dundas route is currently using buses due to the ongoing streetcar shortage. With all this construction, the mass is packed waiting for the buses and streetcars, as well as the numerous garbage bins all stacked at one end. Dundas West certainly isn't the most glamorous station in the system, especially compared to Pioneer Village, the station we previously visited in this series. However, this definitely isn't a deterrent for our dear feathery friends, as they amass into one of the largest congregations of pigeons I've ever seen right outside the station, with some even coming in to wait with the passengers for some streetcar spotting. And now, let's head on down the stairs and go to the platform level for a quick look. This station is in a side platform layout, with sparse black support beams between the tracks, blocking some of the view of the other platform. The whole level is quite dark and gloomy, and the fact that there is only one exit at one end of the platform makes the rest of the platform just a bit more creepy and scary. But thankfully, the whole space is quite open without any obstructions. The decorations and design are nothing special here, with the very plain two-tone color scheme that is standard across most of the Line 2 stations also present here. Line 2, of course, is still using the older T1 trains. Right across the station building along with the pigeons is the Toronto bike share location, conveniently placed for passengers to make use of after exiting the subway. Also worth mentioning while we're out here is the unfortunate lack of direct connection between Bloor and Dundas West. An underground tunnel to connect the two stations has long been planned, but due to there being an underground mall and garage right in between the two stations, there's been a lot of delays in getting that built. Finally, as we make our way westward, following the subway tracks that emerge from the station towards Keele, we find another prime location for Railfanning. The Keele Subway Yard, originally known as the Vincent Yard, is a 4-track subway yard that is currently used to store a few trains and working equipment and cars. And it facilitates the western portion of the line so trains can go into service faster. Workers can access the underground storage tracks of the yard through Dundas West. This yard has a total storage capacity of 8 trains and is often overlooked by passing commuters. As we walk a bit closer to Keele Station, the tracks are elevated while we slowly descend on the ground, and this is where we got some glorious overhead shots of the subways. Enjoy some more Railfanning footage as we bring this video to an end. Alright guys, this concludes our tour of Dundas West and Bloor stations, where we got to see a lot of unique parts of both the TTC system and the GO Transit system. If you guys love trains as much as we do, we highly recommend you to come out here and check out the beautiful train sightings. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and tell us down in the comments what you liked most about Dundas West and Bloor. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, join in our Facebook group, and consider supporting us on our Patreon for more content and behind the scenes footage. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you in the next one.